before even I made my debut, about the dreams and watching the national team play in the old Kallang Stadium. So it all starts to come back a little bit.
Making you think about your career is what we are trying to do here. We've got some pictures. We're going to show them to you, and hopefully you can describe the situation, the feelings behind it. Hopefully we try and make you cry a bit. Okay, first picture, almost unrecognizable now. Can you tell us about this?
You can see in the background is the old National Stadium. How old was I? But 16 or 17? 16. Look at my hair.
I think this was one day before.
Looks like a helmet.
Step,
Yeah, so I mean my first number 22 when I got called up to the national team. So I didn't have much of a choice. I was a young boy, so it was just given to me, and it was a little bit of nerves. I didn't know how to walk into the dressing room and like say hello to the players. They were all seasoned pros then. Play against some of them in the S League. Then I was forced. Some of my teammates from the Young Lions was there, like Amri. And Bai and all those players, Ismail Yunus. So it helped, to have familiar faces. But to face players like Indra, Along, and Eddie also back then. So it was a bit of nerves, a lot of nerves actually for me. But it was a great experience. Yeah.
The second picture now, another moment that a lot of y'all like to look back on quite fondly.
Lions 12. This was against what? Terengganu. Was it Terengganu? Yeah, the first year in the Lions 12 was I think it was the first taste of Malaysian football for most of us, and a lot of us heard of this of our history in Malaysian football from a lot of our uncles or fathers. The build up to that season was actually quite exciting, and you could feel that it was a big year for Singapore football. I think the fans were quite excited as well. So for me back then, I think I was turning 22. So like me, Safwan and Izwan, we were really excited and looking forward to play in big crowds and big stadiums.
Next picture. Speaking of that 2012 squad.
Really, he believed in me even more so than I did myself. So, because when I came in as a 16-year-old, he spoke to me, took me aside, he spoke to me. He asked me to just play like how I've been playing with the under-16s. So, the previous year before I made my debut for Young Lions, I was playing with the under-16s. And he said, just go and play your game like how you know how to play. But he told me also one thing, he tempered my expectations. He said, don't expect too much at a young age. He said, just go out there, work hard and do your best. So I think that was very important to me, to take a little bit of pressure off my shoulders. He was like a father figure for most of us. And he was very gentle, he was very calm outside the field. You can see on the field in silence, you can see him shouting, going bonkers, and but off the field in trainings, he's always, especially in training, you can see his face, he's stern, he's serious. But off the field, he puts a hand around your shoulder if he needs to. It was a little bit sad, that when he came back earlier this year, to have no news about his health. So the least that I could do was to actually go and see him before he left, and I was really happy to at least say thank you to him before he left to back to his homeland. Yeah.
Do you remember this moment?
Yeah, of course. This one is my last SEA game. This is the one that I scored. Yeah, in our last game in the bronze medal match, it was still a motivation for us because we play against Malaysia, our neighbours, our arch rivals. So we picked ourselves up. We were so fired up to put things right, and we drew against Malaysia in the group 1-1 group stage. So for us to go out there and get the win, and for me to score 2 goals to help the team to get the bronze medal was a special day for me. Yeah.
2013 to 2014.
2013 Suzuki Cup against Myanmar. I think Reddy was coach for Myanmar in this team, so it was a special game for me because I was unlucky with injuries in the Suzuki Cup prior to this tournament for like 2 or 3 editions. So to come back and play in the regional tournament and to score 2 goals in such a game was especially pleasing for me. And to score goals like I did in this game, 2 volleys was I surprised myself actually, but then again I think it was special. And Reddy told me after the game, hey, what took you so long? Like why did you score like this before? So I was like, I'm surprised myself, coach.
And this, I think, what you consider to be one of your best achievements?
No, against Japan. You can see my celebration. I mean, it was a sense of relief after the final. We were bombarded in this whole game by the team, but I must say we were defending. We were on the back foot for most of this game, but Isban was out of this world. He was saving everything, and with each save, it gave us that belief, that confidence that we could pull off a result. And with each passing minute, the crowd was getting more and more silent, quieter, and when the final whistle went, it was just like, of course we drew 1-0, but with one of the best teams in Asia and a team that regularly qualifies for World Cups. So I must say, for Singapore football, this was really, really a great achievement. Yeah.
So
My son?
What's that mean like?
I think he was very young. He was only one. Just turned 1 probably. I think being a father has changed me as a person. I've learned how to be more calm, to be more selfless, because they depend on you, and when you go back home after training or so, you see the kids and you just forget about everything else, even football. So I think for me right now, they're my everything. They when I'm with them, that's 100% focused. So
last picture is a recent one in the current journey.
Is it against Palestine? I think it was a great result for us in this campaign. Prior to this game, we drew 2-2 at home with Yemen, but it was a bit disappointing result because of how we played. We should have got the 3 points, and we considered soft goals. But I think this game we set things right. Maybe some people doubted us before this game, because we're playing a team that was ranked above us, and Palestine just beat Uzbekistan at home before this game. So even myself, I was thinking, it's going to be a tougher game than Yemen. But I think the build up to this game, right after the Yemen game, I think coach Tatsuma played a very, very important role. I think he showed us what we needed to improve from the Yemen game, and we forget the Yemen game altogether. It was a new game, a new target. Our goal was Palestine now, and I also have to mention that we played at Jalan Besar, and maybe the artificial turf, a lot of boys were not used to it, and we certainly didn't play too many games there as a team. What was pleasing and positive was, I think the team was quite focused, in the sense that before the game I didn't hear a single player speaking about the pitch. It was hard, it's going to be tough, and blah blah blah. Nobody was complaining. Everybody was so focused on training, on getting tactical details right, on actually going out and get the result. So for us, it's important to under coach Tatsuma now, we are going in the right direction, to believe in ourselves and to keep going in the direction, and hopefully one day, before I retire, I hope to win competition with the national team. Possibly the Suzuki Cup. You never say never. A lot of good teams in the teams around the region are always improving now, but I think we showed before that we can come out of the dark, and I believe that we can do that if we believe in each other. So before I retire, I hope to win something with the national team. Yeah.